The movie starts with a veterinarian by the name of Nick, working away on a client's dog. The dog's owner recognizes Nick from his days as a singer in an 80s band, leading to a snide comment about his current occupation. In retaliation, Nick disposes of the dog's feces in a way that disgusts the client. Simultaneously, we meet Adam, another member of Nick and Lou's friend circle. Adam comes home from work only to realize that his girlfriend has cleared out a lot of her belongings, signaling their breakup. His video game addicted nephew, Jacob, lives in his basement. Though Adam suggests Jacob move in with his mom, Jacob discloses that she has already moved abroad with her new partner. Elsewhere, Lou is seen indulging in reckless driving, belting out songs and air drumming. He rams his car into his garage, steps on the gas pedal, and quickly fills the garage with smoke. Subsequently, Lou is hurried to the hospital due to carbon monoxide poisoning. Since he has no immediate family, the hospital gets in touch with Nick and Adam. The doctor suspects a suicide attempt, which Lou vehemently denies. Nick and Adam visit the hospital to see Lou and whisper about their friend's apparent distress. Lou, overhearing them, hurls a pillow at them and mentions his situation is a result of their negligence of his calls. In a bid to cheer Lou up, they invite him to the Kodiak Valley Ski Resort, their old hangout spot, and offer to foot his bills, aware of his financial troubles. The next day, the trio, along with Jacob, set off on a road trip to Kodiak Valley Ski Resort. After a long drive, they reach the place, only to find it to be a shadow of their cherished memories. They meet Phil, a grumpy bellman with one amputated arm, at the hotel reception. Jacob then spots a hot tub near their room, which they find occupied by a deceased raccoon. Nick wistfully recalls the memorable time they once had in this very room. As they reminisce, the balcony door swings open and reveals a now sparkling clean hot tub. Overjoyed, they all jump in and spend a lively night in the hot tub. In their frolic, they accidentally spill a can of illegal Russian energy drink called Chernobyl onto the hot tub's control panel. The next morning, they wake up still in the hot tub, and Lou instantly throws up on a squirrel. Subsequently, they decide to hit the ski slopes and relive their youthful days, which results in an accidental collision between Lou and the others. The collision sends them all tumbling down a cliff, yet they walk away miraculously unscathed. The group soon starts to observe peculiarities in their environment. They notice that the eatery they're at is adorned with pop culture references from the 80s, and everyone is decked out in retro outfits. Baffled, they return to their hotel room to make sense of the phenomenon. Their bewilderment only intensifies when they meet Phil, now with both arms. Heading back to the hot tub, they stare at it in disbelief until Jacob hypothesizes that it must be a time-traveling hot tub. To their astonishment, they see their younger selves reflected in the bathroom mirror. They debate how Jacob could exist when he hasn't even been born yet. Amid their confusion, a cryptic repairman shows up, cautioning them not to disrupt anything to avoid altering the course of history. Slowly grasping their situation, they start to recall distressing events from their past. Adam went through a heart-wrenching split with his first love and was stabbed in the eye with a fork. His sister, Kelly, who is also Jacob's mother, had Jacob with an unidentified father. Lou was roughed up by a ski patrol tormentor named Blaine, and none of his friends came to his rescue. Lastly, Nick's band had an embarrassing flop at an open mic event. The fear of potentially altering the past and causing unforeseen consequences leads them to devise a strategy to replicate their past actions precisely. While preparing to enact their plan, they encounter Kelly, who hints at hooking up with a stranger that night, disturbing her future son. They make a hasty exit and continue their mission. Adam heads to Jenny's room to end their relationship, but Jenny appears interested in reigniting their romance. Remembering the painful fork-stabbing incident post-breakup, he urges her to attend a concert instead. Simultaneously, Lou engages in a brawl with Blaine, which results in another beatdown and the theft of his bag. As he nurses his injuries, a woman approaches him with an offer to help, which he gladly accepts despite Jacob's protestations that this wasn't part of the original plan. Elsewhere, Nick grudgingly reunites with his band and reluctantly shares a passionate moment with a fangirl. During the concert, Adam lingers at the bar while Jenny merges into the crowd. April, a journalist reporting on the event, initiates a conversation with him. Concurrently, Lou and Jacob find themselves in the same woman's room. She begins to make advances on Lou, which prompts Jacob to leave. However, she insists on including both of them. Just when things are about to escalate, she receives a call from her mother. Taking advantage of the interruption, Jacob hastily exits. When she returns, she refuses to proceed, discouraged by the younger boy's absence. Meanwhile, Jacob joins the concert and discovers that Adam hasn't yet ended things with Jenny. When confronted, Adam suggests that perhaps their breakup was a mistake, and now fate has given him an opportunity to rectify it. The group subsequently convenes in a common area where Adam faces criticism for his inaction. Lou is particularly outraged, but Jacob exposes him by revealing his encounter with the woman. Infuriated, Lou declares that if Adam can meddle with the past, so can he. This pronouncement causes Jacob to momentarily flicker in and out of existence, indicating the grave consequences of altering history. Afraid of losing his nephew, Adam rushes to a bar intending to break up with Jenny. However, before Adam gets a chance to speak, Jenny hands him a breakup note. This infuriates Adam as he recalls being stabbed by Jenny in the past during a similar scenario. He reveals her promiscuous future, which offends her and results in him getting stabbed in the eye with a cocktail fork, an exact repeat of their past incident. In another scene, Lou and Nick are at a bar where patrons are engrossed in a sports game. Recognizing an opportunity, Lou leverages his knowledge of future events to place large bets on the matches, amassing significant winnings. Eventually, a man challenges him to a high-stakes bet. Lou agrees confidently, but his prediction is derailed by the intervention of the squirrel he had vomited on earlier. This unexpected outcome causes him to lose all his money, emphasizing that even minor disruptions to the past can have dire consequences. Back in their room, Jacob finds Adam inebriated and penning breakup poems. The enigmatic repairman unexpectedly appears, informing them that the hot tub requires additional repairs. Jacob attempts to probe further, but the man vanishes again as abruptly as he appeared. Soon after, Jacob leaves to find their friends, instructing his uncle to remain in the room. Nonetheless, Adam leaves the room as well, venturing outdoors to gaze at the stars. Soon, he is joined by April, the journalist from the concert. They engage in a romantic conversation, after which she leads him to a house that she alleges belongs to a friend. Here, they share drinks, and Adam reveals the sad story of his father's death due to E. coli. April counsels him not to allow this tragedy to govern his life. As they lean in to share a kiss, the homeowner's unexpected arrival forces them to escape. At the bar, Lou scribbles a list of things he wishes to alter in the future, while Nick introspects. He admits that his wife, Courtney, had been unfaithful, even though he devoted his entire life to her. This has led him to lose his friends and his passion for music. However, Lou reassures him, asserting that it's never too late to rediscover oneself. Galvanized by this advice, Nick resolves to perform his music gig. Eventually, he takes the stage at the Kodiak Club, where he delivers a remarkable performance. Meanwhile, Jacob returns to their hotel room to find the mysterious repairman. The man discloses that the key to their time travel is the Chernobyl energy drink. It contains unique chemicals that facilitate the time travel process. Simultaneously, Blaine, convinced that Lou is a Russian spy, shares his suspicions with his friends. While one of them proposes involving the police, Blaine decides to tackle the issue personally. Eventually, Adam, April, and Jacob convene at the club where Nick is performing. Lou, however, is left alone outside to confront Blaine and his friends. Nick's performance receives high praise, and Adam congratulates him. Suddenly, Jacob intervenes, reminding them of the urgency to acquire Chernobyl and return to the hot tub. When asked about Lou, they realize they're late to back him up against Blaine and his friends. Concerned, they dash outside. They eventually find Lou drinking atop a roof. He accuses his friends of sidelining him. As he vents his frustration, he slips and almost falls off the roof. His friends manage to grab hold of him, but the slippery surface threatens their balance as well. Fortunately, Phil appears in time to rescue them all. Following this event, Lou discloses that Blaine has his bag, which contains the Chernobyl drink, prompting the group to embark on a mission to retrieve it. En route, Adam encounters April, who is about to leave. She invites him to accompany her, but Adam feels a strong responsibility towards his friends. Before departing, April embraces him and whispers that perhaps fate will reunite them in the future. Phil then drives the group to the ski patrol lodge. Nick and Adam make their way directly to Blaine's room in search of the Chernobyl drink. Nick, however, becomes engrossed in a photograph of his wife, Courtney. Overwhelmed by his feelings, he dials Courtney, who is just 9 years old at this time, and berates her for the future infidelity he has experienced. Before he can spill any more information, Adam and Jacob snatch the phone from him, effectively ending the call. Meanwhile, Lou finds himself in a different room, confronted by Kelly. Their sarcastic banter surprisingly turns flirtatious, and they end up in bed together. The others enter the room, searching for Lou, and are startled to find him with Kelly. The sight sends Jacob into a fury. He lunges to halt their intimacy, but he vanishes in midair. The shocking revelation surfaces: Jacob's father is Lou. Jacob's interruption of Lou and Kelly's tryst prevented his own conception, thus explaining his sudden disappearance. Understanding the gravity of the situation, Adam begrudgingly allows Lou to continue with Kelly. When Lou concludes, Jacob reappears, thereby validating their hypothesis. As they leave the room, they are confronted by Blaine, who holds the vital Chernobyl energy drink. He dares Lou to seize it from him. Summoning his courage, Lou engages Blaine in a fight and manages to overpower him. Amid the chaos, the others retrieve the Chernobyl, and they all sprint back to the hot tub time machine. As they make their exit, Phil bids them farewell. As he waves goodbye, a passing snowplow slices off his right arm. The group reaches the hot tub and triggers the time vortex. Jacob and Nick are the first to step inside, but Lou unexpectedly decides to stay behind. He believes that with his knowledge of the future, he can effect positive changes in his life. Adam attempts to persuade him to leave, but Lou confesses that his previous carbon monoxide poisoning was actually a suicide attempt. His plan is to leverage his future knowledge to make profitable investments and improve his relationships with Kelly and Jacob. Hearing this, Adam expresses his desire to stay too, but Lou propels him into the hot tub, and they are all hurled back to 2010. After their whirlwind time travel adventure, the group returns to their hotel room, where they find a DVD player. Intrigued, they watch a video and are astonished to see Lou on a luxurious yacht. He has used his knowledge of the future to amass wealth and has even married Kelly. The revelation that Phil's arm is intact is another surprise. He discloses that Blaine and his friends were able to salvage his arm by immediately icing it and rushing him to the hospital for reattachment surgery. They also discover that Lou has become a celebrated rock star and founded an internet search engine, Luggle. Subsequently, Adam walks into his new home, where he is welcomed by his loving wife, April. Nick is now a successful music producer happily married to Courtney, who has proven to be a faithful and supportive partner. Courtney recounts to Nick about a strange phone call she received when she was 9, which persuaded her never to cheat on anyone. In the end, Adam, Nick, Lou, and Jacob gather at Lou's mansion, encircled by their content families, satisfied with their new and improved lives.